Hello everyone, this is TCJ speaking, coming to you from the computer lab yet again. Today we're going to be doing a review video on a model that's been out for nearly 4 months, July 2023. And I'm pretty much lucky to get this model, as this model was on a particular wish list of model trains I wanted to get since its release date. And I was actually quite lucky to get this model on Halloween night from a friend of mine as a late birthday present. So today I'm going to be doing a review video on the Victorian Railway C-Class Diesel Electric Locomotive with DCC Sound. The C-Class are a class of diesel locomotive built by Clyde Engineering in Rosewater for the Victorian Railways in 1977 to 1978. The first 4 were placed on the Northeastern Line to haul services from Melbourne to Albury, while the later 6 were put on the broad gauge to haul services on the Serviceton line? I believe that's how you pronounce it. Following upgrades to the infrastructure. They were also able to operate on the Ballarat to Geelong line, and from July 1982 through to Adelaide, with the standard gauge units transferred to the broad gauge. On the 3rd of August 1979, engines C505 and 506 ran through to Adelaide for the first time as part of a trial of through running in place of the previous practice involving changing locomotives at the border. C505 led on the westbound trip with a trailing load of 1,755 tonnes, and C506 led the eastbound with 1,804 tonnes. A number of stop and start tests were undertaken on the Adelaide Hills line to test the engine's ability to handle heavy loads, and running times were tested particularly between Tailem Bend and Mile End. New radio communication systems were also trialled between the driver and guard, using fixed units in light of earlier portable units. The trial was deemed a success, with through runs becoming a regular feature from the 12th of November. At the time of number of C-Class engines were running on the standard gauge between Melbourne and Albury, and it was intended to recall these for broad gauge interstate work and have them replaced by locomotives from Australian National Railways. In September 1988, 2 were transferred back to the standard gauge and began to operate services through to Sydney. Following the Adelaide Railway being closed for gauge conversion, all remaining broad gauge units were converted to standard gauge and operated services from Melbourne to Parkes, until the converted line reopened in July 1995. All were transferred by V-Line to National Rail in June 1995. Following the delivery of National Rail's NR-class locomotives, the C-Class were put into storage at Junee Locomotive Depot in 1997. Before being moved to Islington Railway Workshops, I think that's how you pronounce it, in Adelaide, unlike the other locomotives, National Rail intendedly used ownership of the C-Class past to National Rail. In August 1999, 2 were repainted in National Rail livery and returned to service as Melbourne Shunters. The class was then sold, with 1 going to Seymour Railway Heritage Centre and the other 9 to Elco Rail, with the 2 leased to Pacific National, and 7 to Silverton Rail as the CS class. Following the collapse of Elco Finest, 3 were sold to Chicago Freight Car Leasing Australia and 6 to Green Trains in January 2008, with all resuming their original identities. In April 2016, the 6 Green Trains units were sold to Southern Short-Haul Railroad, having been stored at South Dinan Locomotive Depot. All were taken to Lithgow State Mine Heritage Park and Railway, with the last returned to service in August 2016. As of July 2021, all 10 classes of members are operational. In this box, we have Locomotive C505 in Victorian Railways livery with DCC Sound. See? So now we're going to open up the box, have a look at the model, and show you how it runs. Now this is its 3rd time being out of the box. The last 2 being showing off to friends, and mostly friends. And yeah, and this will be its 1st time running on my layout. So we've taken off the foam and stuff, but we went past the instruction manual. Yep. Yeah, I will go back to that. So we have the Auscision Models instruction manual here with all the personal details. Don't know if we'll be able to read through all of that, but you're welcome to pause the video to have a look. Put that down. We'll get to the model in a moment. What do you got? The explored diagram of the entire model. As you can see, there's more on the back to know where every pieces and parts and bolts. But also, yeah, if I move my hand, I'm blocking something. Yep. Now we get to the locomotive now. Okay. So remove the plastic. And we have the model here, which has also got a bit of foam blocks to protect the railings. I wonder if we can get them off. Yeah. Got one. Now we're going to do the one on this side. Yeah, and just back here, real quick. And on the back. There we go. So there you go. We have Victorian Railway C505 in beautiful detailed Victorian Railways livery. It's also got radio equipped stickers with it as well. Even it's on top as well. Even on the back as well. The camera wants to focus on it? No, it does not. But yeah, my thoughts on it. Details look really good. I'll be honest. Put this down there. And foam pieces. Yeah. But yeah, really like the model. I don't know what else there is much to say about it, but other than that, it looks like a good engine to haul heavy goods trains, like most of my rolling stock I've got. That'll probably take the Amra, whatever that will be for me. But other than that, I'll need to get its number coding as well, because this one will be on 3 for a bit. But yeah, it's a beautiful model is all I can say about it, and we're going to go take it over to the layout and give it a test run, as this will be its first test run on my layout. So let's go. Okay, so now we've got the C-Class on the layout, and we're going to test out some of the DCC Sound equipped features on this model. Take it around the layout with a few shots, may do a load test and see how well this model performs on my layout. Probably won't do a load test because of particular rolling stock will derail on these tight curves, mostly the inside track, but maybe one day I might get the outside track DCC fitted. But anyways, let's take it out for a spin, shall we? Well, there you have it, folks. That was C505 running around my layout. Unfortunately, I never thought about doing a load test today, so there you go. So just going forward and backwards as always with the models, and hopefully it will be a perfect locomotive to my collection. Take it to AMRA for the DCC sessions, and it'll be a great asset. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on a new video, and don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you thought about the video. If you've bought a C-Class, or you might be planning on getting a C-Class, tell me your thoughts about it, and we'll see how well C-Classes sell in Australia. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye. Roll the outro.